Christmas is a time of giving, and I guess you're all looking forward to receiving some gifts. But I hope that also means that you're buying some gifts too. So Christmas is a time for shopping, a task which some of us love and some of us really don't look forward to. But ever since the wise men came from the east, showing up at Mary and Joseph's home bringing gold, frankincense and myrrh, people have been exchanging gifts at Christmas. Of course, it's much more complicated for us today than it was for the wise men. They didn't have to contend with the huge out-of-town shopping centres packed full of anxious shoppers, desperate to find an iPad or an iPhone or whatever it is that's on the top of the gift list for their nearest and dearest. The wise men didn't have to navigate online websites or worry about sizes or colours or gift receipts or returns policies. They simply brought gold, frankincense and myrrh, gifts which to the discerning eyes of the time wouldn't have necessarily seemed very fitting. Well, this year, just like every other year, millions of people, both children and adults, including most, if not all of you, will open millions of gifts. Some won't fit, some will be the wrong colour, many will be returned or exchanged because they're not quite what the recipient wanted. I guess most of us will have been in that position of opening a gift in the presence of the giver and finding that we've been lost for words when we've seen what's inside. It's been indescribable, either because it's been anything but what we've wanted, or alternatively, it's exactly what we wanted and we can't believe it's ours. So all of that makes present buying somewhat of a challenge. To get just the right thing that will make the recipient lost for words. Long ago, the Apostle Paul wrote this about the gift that God has given us. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. Or as one translation puts it, a gift too wonderful for words. It's difficult to give the perfect gift, isn't it? But at Christmas, we celebrate the astounding fact that God really did give the perfect gift. And so God's gift that we celebrate at this time of year is indescribable for all the right reasons. Trying to talk about an indescribable gift that's too wonderful for words is tricky, but I'm going to try because this gift can really make your Christmas and turn your world upside down. Perhaps the greatest gift that we can ever receive in life is to discover for ourselves that God knows each one of us personally and wants us to know him personally too. Psalm 139 reminds us of that fact. Lord, you've searched me and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. God knows us better than our best friend. He relates to us on our level. He couldn't have made himself any bigger than he already is to impress us. So instead, he made himself smaller to get alongside us and to share life with us. If you've ever placed your finger inside the hand of a little tiny baby and you felt the strength of their grip, you will perhaps have noticed that the baby doesn't just tug at your fingers, it also tugs at your heart. Christmas is the powerful grip of a tiny hand reaching out from a bed of straw. It is love seeking to tug our hearts back to God. And this is the wonderfully personal nature of Christmas. God gave us his Son. He loved the world so much that he gave us a life-giving gift of such a personal nature that we couldn't begin to dream such a gift into being. It's indescribable, too wonderful for words. One of the titles given to Jesus is Emmanuel, which means God with us. This Jesus has become, for all who make room for him in their life, a gift that could not be more personal. In the run-up to Christmas, lots of us do lots of tidying, preparing, cleaning, sprucing up our homes, our clothes, even our very selves. But God's gift goes so much further than any of that. God's indescribable gift can deal with what's on our inside. God's indescribable gift, too wonderful for words, can clean us up from the inside out, transforming our attitudes and actions, giving us hope, purpose, forgiveness and life. So this Christmas time, when we receive gifts that maybe we don't want or need, God offers us all something of much greater value that we really can't do without. It's my prayer that each of us will open our hearts and our lives again this Christmas and allow Jesus to be at the heart of all our celebrations. Happy Christmas to you all.